Hello there, welcome back, or welcome to this channel. This is Sim0nTrains, or some people might call me Sim0nTrains. You'll find me at Rugeley Town Railway Station because we are waiting for the 0852 West Midlands Railway Service, which is going to take us into Birmingham New Street. And then we're going to be visiting railway stations in the Birmingham area today. Now in this video we are visiting 3 railway stations, and then in Thursday's episode we are visiting 2 railway stations, but starting at the 3rd station. So the 3 stations we are visiting today are the following: Acocks Green, Olton, Dorridge. That's why we are visiting Acocks Green, Olton, and terminating this service at Dorridge. And Dorridge is one of my favourite locations on the West Midlands Railway network. Now my train is actually pulling in now, so we are going to be catching this 0852, which will take us to Birmingham New Street. En route into Birmingham, we passed the Rugeley bound platform at Lanleywood before we passed Bescott Stadium, and honestly there was only wagons in the freight yard. All the interesting stuff was down in the downsiding at Bescott Yard, the other side of the train that we're travelling on. So we're moving on to Soho Depot, which has a couple of Class 323 EMUs sitting there. And to be honest, I need to investigate these if they have any hairs on the seats for those. Anyway, we're now riding into Birmingham New Street Station. So you now join me at Birmingham Moor Street Station. Now we're here to change trains because we came off a train at Birmingham New Street and walked into Birmingham Moor Street. But also, Birmingham is also known as sometimes Scaringham. Don't know what came over me there. But we are waiting for the 10:01 West Midlands Railway Service to take us to our first station we're visiting, Acocks Green. And there's a Chiltern Railways Class 168 arriving, 168326 we can just make out now. But that's going towards Birmingham Snow Hill, which is not where we're heading today, as we are actually heading in this direction down here. So our 10:01 to Acocks Green should be arriving now.
Service to Worcester Broadgate Street. Calling at Birmingham Snow Hill, Jewellery Quarter, the Hawthorns, Smethwick Galton Bridge, Rowley Ridges, Craigly Heath, Stourbridge Junction, Kidderminster, Droitwich South, and Worcester Broadgate Street.
As we leave Birmingham Moor Street, we are seeing the skyline of Birmingham before we pass in Bawdsley Station. Now, to be honest, I thought this was pronounced Bawdsley, but it's actually pronounced Bawdsley, which is the least used station in the West Midlands, and there is 1 train a day on a Saturday, unless if Birmingham Football Club are playing at home. Next we pass Small Heath Station as we head past Tynesy Depot to see all those units sitting there doing nothing, from Class 170 Turbo Stars, Class 172s, and even the brand new Class 196 DMU, which still hasn't entered service yet. We're also passing through Tynesy Station, and we see the line to Stratford-upon-Avon branching off to the right.
We are now approaching Acocks Green. Please mind the...
So our first station we are visiting today is Acocks Green Railway Station, and this is a West Midlands Railway Station, and it has 2 platforms, but it's an iron platform. Now back in the Great Western Railway days, during the days of steam before rationalisation of this station in the late 60s, it used to have 4 platforms. Now 2 platforms for express trains out of London Paddington towards Birmingham Snow Hill, and then the other 2 platforms were for suburban services, for local services out of Birmingham. The other two platforms is where the car park is today on the left of me, which I'm pointing at now. But it's a lovely station to film trains at. We're here for an hour to film some trains. We're going to get some West Midlands Railway Services speeding through here or stopping at this location. And we're also getting some Chiltern Railway Services which are speeding through here as well. The only downside is we're not getting any cross-country services passing here because there is a limited cross-country service out of Birmingham towards Banbury. And they're only shutting in between Birmingham and Banbury, but there's one or two services that start at Newcastle to head to Banbury. So that's why there could be a lack of cross-countries during my time at Acocks Green. So we're going to do the station history at Acocks Green and then carry on filming some of all those trains that I mentioned. Acocks Green Station was opened on the 1st of October 1852 and was built to serve the local communities to head into the industrial area of the city. In 1878 the station was renamed to Acocks Green and South Yardley, but however on the 6th of May 1968 it was renamed back to Acocks Green. The three-letter code for Acocks Green is ACG. Oh my days. Wait to hear what's happened now, because it can't be a Sim0nTrains Railway Journey without something kicking off. Indeed. And there is problems in the Kidderminster area, which is making trains 20 minutes late. Now I'm going to put National Rail up now on the screen, and here's the trains that have been cancelled from Acocks Green. The 1049 to Dorridge, cancelled. The 1107 to Stratford-upon-Avon, cancelled. The 1123 towards the Foregate Street, cancelled. And my train was the 1107 out of Acocks Green to get to Olton. So we're stuck in Acocks Green now till 11:40. And to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do now. That's being honest with you. But sometimes these delays, you just got to make them laughable, to be honest. Even though it's annoying, it's still laughable. So I don't know if we're going to do Olton or we're just going to have to go straight down to Dorridge now. Okay, it's time to update you all what's going on at Acocks Green and on the Snow Hill lines. Because there's a signalling issue around Kidderminster area, so trains have to run at reduced speed, and this is going towards Birmingham and this is also going towards Dorridge and Worcester. Now, since they are running late, I actually just saw that passing West Midlands Railway Service passing through here. That was actually my train out of Acocks Green that was going to Olton on. Because what they've done is, instead of cancelling the whole service, they've actually cancelled station stops. And they do this on the cross-city line sometimes as well, but they do skip stations if they're running late to try and make up the time. So, that train that just went past that 172 has skipped Acocks Green, it will skip Olton, it will skip Solihull, and it will skip Whitley Manor to get to Dorridge. And after Dorridge, it's going to carry on to Stratford-upon-Avon. So, unfortunately, I will have to take a station off because my next calling point was going to be Olton, but the train I was supposed to leave on now is at 11:49, but that's not due here till 12:11. So technically I have been at Acocks Green for 2 hours. It's getting annoying, but it's still funny. So I'm going to have to go straight to Dorridge, and then from Dorridge I'm going to have to do, on the way back in the next blog, Whitley Manor and Olton. I'm going to take Solihull off because I can do Solihull with Chiltern Railway Services if I go down to there to Spy in the future or Warwick. So that's what's going to happen now. So let's build some more trains and just get the hell out of Acocks Green because the plan has already been Acocked up, and carry on to get to Dorridge. Now honestly, I thought it was going to suck at Acocks Green, but unfortunately it has really been entertaining. It's just been laughable, to be honest, with these delays. But we are going to be leaving Acocks Green very shortly on the 11:49 West Midlands Railway Service, but it's due here at 12:06. And we're just going straight down to Dorridge on here, get our hour done at Dorridge, and hopefully we can still leave Dorridge bang on time at 13:28 to do the next two stations in Thursday's video. So hopefully my train should be arriving now to take me to Dorridge and get out Acocks Green. So I'm just shortly pulling into Dorridge Station. Now, the train I was supposed to be coming on was actually supposed to go straight to Stratford-upon-Avon, which I would have to go over the footbridge to get to the platform I wanted to be on, the island platform. But this actually terminates at Dorridge Railway Station, so the good thing is I don't have to go over the footbridge to the other platform. Now, we are definitely pulling into Dorridge, we're not that far away, but let's just say
We are
now.
now approaching Dorridge, our final destination.
So we're now at Dorridge Railway Station, and as you can see behind me, 172345 has arrived. Now, 172345 was actually the very first Class 172 DMU that I rode on the Snow Hill lines. I actually did it from Birmingham Snow Hill to Stourbridge Junction back in 2011 when they were starting to withdraw the Class 150 Sprinters and replace them with them units right there. But Dorridge Railway Station has 3 platforms, and it was West Midlands Railway operated, but it's now Chiltern Railway operated. Nearly fell in that trap there. But yes, this is a Chiltern Railway station because this used to be a London Midlands station, and then they transferred it over to Chiltern Railways. Even though West Midlands Railway do terminate new services at this railway station, and some actually do go through onto Stratford-upon-Avon. So, as I mentioned in the video, was going to do Olton next, but unfortunately I had to take that off because we actually had 2 hours at Acocks Green, which is crazy. I don't usually have 2 hours at a railway station unless it needs to be, but that was ridiculously crazy. Funny as well though. I will admit it's funny. It was funny that it happened. But we are here to fill some trains. Unfortunately though, we did not get a Chiltern Railways Class 68 at Acocks Green, and I thought we would because there would be one on the 10:55 out Birmingham New Street to London Marylebone, which is just a Class 168. So it is a beautiful station to film at, and it's best to be on platform 2 and 3 on the island platform because you do get some good shots when they come around the corner. So I'm going to do station history of Dorridge and then carry on doing some more filming. Dorridge Station was opened on the 1st of October 1852 by the Great Western Railway, but was also known as Olton and Dorridge. It wasn't until the 6th of May 1974 when they dropped the Knoll and it was just named Dorridge. The 3-letter station code for Dorridge is DDG. That is very interesting indeed. I've never ever seen a freight train use that loop before at Dorridge. This is the first time that's ever happened, but I think it's stopped here because it's got to wait for some trains to speed through. We'll stop here. So the time is nearly up at Dorridge Railway Station. We're going to talk about getting to Dorridge actually, because it has really been very entertaining. But we took a train from our Rugeley Town Railway Station to Birmingham New Street, walked it to Birmingham New Street Station, and then from Birmingham New Street Station, our first station was Acocks Green. And instead of having an hour at Acocks Green, we had 2 hours at Acocks Green. And to be honest, I think people would say that it sucks Acocks Green if you're there for 2 hours, but it was quite entertaining. But the plan did Acocks up, because there was signal failure at Kidderminster, which made trains skip through stations, skipping stops, and unfortunately the train that was supposed to leave Acocks Green did skip that stop. So it was 2 hours at Acocks Green Railway Station, which was very entertaining, as I mentioned before. Then we took the 11:49, which came in about 12:06, to Dorridge. Did some filming at Dorridge Railway Station, but Dorridge is actually a very good location. And I do like coming to Dorridge Railway Station actually, and that's to be honest with you. But the next part of our railway journey, we're going to be starting at Dorridge Railway Station. We're going to go back to Rugeley Town on Thursday's episode. But we are calling at the 2 stations along the way, which are the following: Whitney Manor, Olton. So as I mentioned, I took Solihull out at Acocks Green, and we're just going to do Whitney Manor and Olton, which I was supposed to do Olton this blog, but unfortunately with the Acocks cock up, we just couldn't do that, so that's why Olton's going to be in Thursday's episode. So feel free to give this video a like and subscribe. Get that notification bell on so you'll be notified when the next video goes up. And thank you for watching this video. And this video will be terminated at Dorridge. I will see you Thursday from Dorridge as we head back to Rugeley. Thank you for watching and stay safe.